All right, so kind of moving on to football real quick. Put some respect on my dog name, bruh. Put some respect on my dog. You see him behind me? Pause. Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if you saw the news, but they said Florida Senate passes the Teddy Bridgewater Act. They called it that. This is coming from NBCSports.com. Buccaneers quarterback Teddy Bridgewater saw his career as a high school coach in Miami end after other coaches complained that he was spending his own money to help his own players. Think about that, how crazy that sounds. An effort is now underway to allow high school coaches in Florida to do just that. Via Andy Villamarzo of Rivals.com, the Florida Senate has passed a, quote, Teddy Bridgewater Act, end quote, that would allow coaches to use up to $15,000 of their own money to support student athletes with food, transportation, and recovery services. The bill still must pass the Florida House of Representatives and then be signed into law by Governor Ron DeSantis. If it becomes law, the Teddy Bridgewater Act potentially opens Pandora's box. How will anyone accurately track expenditures? And what's to stop the coach from being the conduit for boosters to funnel more than $15,000 to these players? Bridgewater's situation came to light when he asked Northwestern fans to help him pay for Ubers, pregame meals, and athletic services. He was suspended and then resigned, returning to the NFL for the 2025 season. In 2024, Teddy Bridgewater coached Miami Northwestern to state championship before joining the Lions after the high school season ended. Bridgewater, who's currently 33, is due to become a free agent next month. It's unclear whether passage of the law would prompt him to return to high school coaching. Man, listen, first and foremost, shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. For them even to name and act after you and for that to possibly affect high school sports and athletics in that state, maybe even in the country, I think that's an honor, bro. I think that's an honor. Now, the one thing that sucks is that they're doing this way after the fact. Like, he already got suspended, then resigned, and went to the NFL. I mean, it's an honor, don't get me wrong, especially if it gets passed. I even appreciate the effort at this point. But it's like, dang, man, like, that's just like them passing law, making and legalizing something after you done already got in trouble. Right? Like the NILs in college being legalized and name, image, and likeness, they can pay student athletes. But the Fab Five in Michigan getting punished for getting their Final Four banners taken away and still haven't been put back either, by the way. It's like people getting arrested for marijuana back in the day, 70s, 80s, even 90s, even 2000s for marijuana charges. But then they legalized marijuana. Are they letting all of those people out? I know some, but it's just stuff like that when they legalize it way after the fact. So, congratulations to Teddy Bridgewater. This ain't officially proved in the state of Florida, but it's a start. And it's interesting for them to name this after him. And I love that. Should Teddy Bridgewater go back to coaching high school? I love it, and I think he should. But I also got to say this as a Lions fan, and honestly as a Teddy Bridgewater fan, I actually like Teddy Bridgewater as a quarterback. I think the Lions should have used him a lot more often. I think he's a solid quarterback. I liked him when he was a quarterback for Minnesota. And he played, that was in our division against the Lions. I actually like Teddy Bridgewater as a quarterback, man. I think more teams should use him. He's still young. I didn't even know he was only 33. I feel like he's been in the league like 10 years. He probably has. That's longevity. I think Teddy Bridgewater is a solid quarterback. And apparently a great coach. Led his team to the state championship. I don't know if they won, but he led them there. And then he basically quit the next year, resigned. So, hey, man, Teddy Bridgewater is a coach, player, man, all respect to him, man. All respect to him. I think this is great. Do you think high school coaches should be allowed to pay for stuff for their players and teams out of their personal pocket? Yeah, duh. I can't believe this wasn't even allowed or that people were snitching about it. But yes, pass the Teddy Bridgewater Act. Not only in Florida, but across the entire nation. Pass the Teddy Bridgewater Act. TBA, let's go. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386.